So glad you're with us.
A consumer alert. Double check before you buy this holiday season. Sometimes those gifts have to go back to the store, but buyer beware. You may only have 1 week to return some of the most expensive gifts. What you should know before you hit the checkout line.
And the guy with all the answers, no pressure, the savings angel, Josh Elledge here to help us break down those store return policies. We always love when you come to see us. So thanks for coming back to see us, Josh. Okay, so what do you want people to know before they ever purchase a gift for someone?
Yeah. So rules change from year to year and can change frequently. Retailers put the rules out. Listen, the most important thing I can tell you is that if you're going to buy a gift for someone, just go ahead and get the gift receipt. It makes it so much easier if the recipient has a receipt. I mean, the reality is, Amy, like I think I'm a thoughtful gift giver, but we're not always going to hit it out of the park every single time. So I could just tell you that, like, if you make a purchase on Amazon, go ahead and give the recipient that code. Because if you want to do a return on Amazon and you don't have like any kind of documentation, it's going to be really, really hard, next to impossible. Yeah. But if you have the gift receipt, no problem at all. It's super, super easy.
And you hate to spend a lot of money on something that someone's not ever going to use, or that's going to end up, going to a thrift shop or something like that, right?
Yeah, we may really love that item, right? Like, everyone's got their own Oprah's favorite list, right? And so we think everybody wants it. And, so, and listen, that's okay. So, and again, most retailers have, especially during the holidays, will have fairly, like, they'll open up their policy. And so at the bare minimum, generally most retailers are going to give you 14 days post-Christmas to make those returns. After that, it starts getting pretty dicey, particularly with items like electronics.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about that, because there are some stores and some products that are going to require you to make a quick return if you want to do that. So where do you need to be wary?
Yeah, so the one thing you want to make sure you do, now, number one is you need to know, well, where can I return this? Okay. And so there's actually a really good app called Shop Savvy, and so you can scan any barcode and it will tell you who sells that. Who sells that item. You can also do a Google shopping search and you can generally find that information too. So you want to go to the right place. Then, before you go to the store, please, please, please look up the store return policy, because whether you have a receipt or you don't have a receipt or what the date is, all I can tell you is it's really important that if it's electronics, you get that done quickly, because some retailers have very, very short return windows. Bring the receipt, make sure you know the policies, just go to the store website, because you don't want to go wait in that big long line and then you get up to the front and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't help you. Or, one thing, I'll tell you another thing is, see, another advantage to having that receipt is generally if you're asking for a merchandise credit, well, how much are they going to give you? They are going to give you, and this is one thing as a consumer advocate I don't like, but unfortunately it's the only way you can do this, is they're going to give you the absolute lowest price that product sold for during the past 30 days. So sometimes you get kind of hosed on that. And so that's another reason for gift givers, please just give the receipt.
All right, I'll never forget, I took a sweatshirt back once that my uncle gave me to Target, and it was worth $1.99. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll just keep the sweatshirt. It's not, I don't really need the $1.99 that bad. But you're right. That is a good point. And oftentimes what you'll get is you'll get a little store credit, right, to use. So hopefully it's a store you like to shop at.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you bring your ID as well, because some stores will require that. And one thing I can tell you, I don't know if you ever worked retail or our Fox 35 Good Day watch, if you've ever worked retail, let me just, please be polite. It's December 26th is a rough day.
It's true. It's really tough, but I love your advice. Always, always, always give the gift receipt if you can. If you bought the gift on Amazon, give them the item number or whatever that credit number was on your receipt, because it really does help people out so much. It's the best advice out there.
Absolutely. And when in doubt, just ask for help. So if you need to ask for a manager or something like that, don't be afraid of that. Just, again, be polite. These, we love our people that work in retail.
It's so true. They have the toughest jobs. Always great to see you. Thank you so much, Josh Elledge. SavingsAngel.com is the website. All right, 9:18 right now. We want to check in right now, see how things are looking for us.